Gentlelady's time's expired. With that, go to the gentlelady from Texas, Ms. Van Duyne, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Administrator Guzman, you're aware of the document requests that we have sent 4 letters to you on the decision surrounding this sub $100,000 portfolio, right? So,
Yes.
so you're aware?
Yes, correct.
Well, it's interesting because many of the documents that you have provided us have been non-responsive to our requests. In fact, SBA has continually missed deadlines and they've produced irrelevant documents in response to committee requests. By the way, I really appreciate the $4,000 document drop, that 4,000-page document drop that you gave to us Friday night on. It's incredible that all of a sudden it's taken a year, but we got 4,000 pages Friday night right before this hearing, but only 20% of what you've produced to this committee over the last year was actually responsive. And let's talk about this April 2022 memo, which confirms your decision to end collections on PPP and COVID EIDL loans less than $100,000. And I'm going to use the term end collections because that's the phrase that's written on the document that we're discussing. And that decision is the subject of this investigation. As you are well aware, both the OIG and this committee found that this April 2022 memo provided insufficient justification for the decision to end collections on delinquent debt valued at $100,000 or less. And that was under the Debt Collection Improvements Act. The SBA produced 3 additional documents analyzing the PPP portfolio, but evidently did not have additional analysis for the COVID EIDL. So let's discuss the substance of this memo. It says the most cost-effective means to protect the government's financial interest is to end collections, including Treasury referrals on the subject loans. You've repeatedly said that this memo simply meant no referrals to Treasury, but that is clearly not what the memo stated. You said the cost of the final step in the loan process, referrals to Treasury, was too high. And later, you actually, I think, detailed that cost as being somewhere between $300 and $500 million a year. So you hired a consultant in 2021 to analyze the whole COVID EIDL portfolio and to make recommendations. They recommended that you sell either all or parts of the portfolio, potentially getting as much as 50 cents on the dollar. But you didn't sell. Why?
That was one of 4 studies, and we take the collections very seriously at the SBA. As you alluded to, that's stated to end collections at the 9th step. We had obviously
but I'm
pursued
asking, why didn't you take the advice of someone that you actually paid taxpayer dollar to do an analysis?
There were 4 analyses, and keep in mind
Did any
that
of them suggest that you not sell?
Yes, the first study, which under DCIA, I engaged in my authority to not refer to Treasury the first time. However, the subsequent studies did suggest that there could potentially be upwards of $100 million.
I'm going to reclaim my time, because just a few months after you received the recommendation to sell, you said that the under 100,000 portfolio was not collectable. So did you reconsider the sell then?
As I shared with some of your fellow committee members when they visited the SBA, the cost
I'm just
the
asking yes or
SBA's
no.
portfolio,
did you reconsider the sale then?
We've considered all
Okay,
of
so
the
every
studies
day that
and
passes, the
analyses,
value
yes.
on these loans diminish. Selling the portfolio could have gotten you as much as 50 cents on the dollar, which is a lot better than the nearly zero that your April 22 memo actually said you expected to collect. Back to the decision not to collect these loans. When you reversed the decision in December 23, you provided an update for PPP at $23.9 million with an unexpected recovery of $128.5 million. During a briefing with the committee staff, SBA told us that they didn't have a specific cost for COVID EIDL at this stage. That was January of this year. Do you have an updated cost analysis?
We have, based on the updated cost analyses, we have started the process of referring to Treasury on the 100K and under.
Do you have a cost analysis now? Because this was over a year ago.
For selling the portfolio?
For COVID EIDL versus just the PPP.
For COVID EIDL, we have the 4 studies that are guessing at the analysis. Remember that this is an unprecedented portfolio
but they're
with
two
very
separate
different
programs.
parameters
You did
for
an immense
underwriting.
analysis on the PPP program, but you haven't done it on the EIDL program. There's no actual written comparison, was there, between PPP and EIDL?
And we have continued collections.
So was there an actual written comparison between PPP and EIDL? Because if you had it, we've requested it and we haven't gotten it.
We've done 4 analyses trying to compare as best as we can this unprecedented
PPP, but not
portfolio
EIDL.
to performance of other small business
PPP, but
portfolios.
not EIDL.
We've made the decision to
So if
refer
the
this over
COVID
to
EIDL is
Treasury.
indeed more collectible, because that's what we've been told, even if PPP was not worth collecting, EIDL may have been. So subsequent analysis was done on the collectability. We've seen that a number of times, but we still haven't seen it on EIDL. So the analysis supporting your decision to end collections has been deemed inefficient under the Debt Collection Improvement Act by OIG, KPMG, and this committee. And yet there was no subsequent analysis done on the COVID idle.
And as all of these loans have started their process
I'm
of
going to
being
reclaim my
referred to
time because I'm
Treasury,
almost out
that
of it.
is
What I'm hearing
irrelevant.
you say is you have stonewalled congressional oversight. You incurred the cost to collect these loans by taking all the collection actions, but you didn't actually collect the money because, as you just said, you didn't refer them to Treasury. So though independent
referred them to
agencies
Treasury.
pointed out that you violated the Debt Collection Improvement Act by not referring these loans to Treasury, you ignored them. You have wasted billions upon billions of taxpayer dollars, not only by delaying these decisions over the last 2 years, but with poor decision making. Unbelievable.
These loans have been referred to Treasury, and we are collecting on them. In fact, we've
yield
more
back,
than
Chairman.
2x'd our ability to collect on those
Gentlelady,
small dollar loans.
time has expired.